Another beautiful morning, guys. Good morning to you all. We've got the trailer with the MZ52 on it, all ready to go. Big day once again. Now, a few people, g'day, I'm right here, hello. A few people have been asking about these weather apps, so hopefully you've got this here. This is the weather channel, and this is pretty much what I do. So this is Thursday, and as we scroll along, you can see an ad. This is coming into Friday now. So as it ramps up, see the percentage change? Early morning, tomorrow morning, and then it ramps right up from pretty much work time, 7 o'clock, and continues anything around that 80%, which it does until 3, so 7 till 3, premium work times, it's got a high chance. So I average it out with this one, same deal. This is showing Thursday, and then it ramps up straight to Friday, straight away, and then it's starting to come down. You can go down, see the percentage and the amount. So 5 to 15 mil. It's not very clear, I'm very sorry about that. And 95% chance. So with that, I average them too, as I've spoken about, and many times I have, but I'm really thinking that this is going to be a game changer for a lot of people, just because a lot of people go onto bomb.gov.au here in Australia, and it's just, you may as well watch the news. They push the negative letter a lot, and if there's a slight chance, they'll say, oh, it's raining, and if you go off that, 90% of the time they're wrong, based on times. They might be right later that night, and so in that whole day, yes, they're right, but you need to know specific times it's going to rain, and for your local area and things like that. So when you factor all that in, that's when it becomes something of benefit, because it really does save you bacon most weeks. So even when I had workers, it really was a lot more crucial, because you're paying for them to be working, and if you can't get the job done and you're losing out on them profits, you don't take any profit home that week. It was a big killer to everything if you got the call wrong earlier in the week. So if I wasn't doing all these YouTube episodes, I would have worked like later, earlier in the week, and progressively this would have been a lot easier of a day, but just adapted and just did what we could. So with the day today, just done the figures, looking about 1400 today. Yesterday was 1500 plus. The first 2 days were about 950 each. So start doing the math. For them 4 days, we're close to 5k there. For those, like, really weren't overtime at all. Yesterday it was only because of that mower that I had to go to the dealership. I finished actual work at 3 o'clock, but by the time I went to the dealership, dropped the stander off, sort of dicked around with all that, got home, it was like 4 o'clock. So that's what I base my times off, when I'm actually home, not just when I finish the job, because I've still got to drive that half an hour in from either Port Macquarie or wherever I'm working. I factor all that in, so I try where I can, especially for set priced acreages, lawns, to be done at say 2:30, make sure I'm home at 3. It's just how I like to work it. And yeah, want to get onto some footage today, but it's more than likely going to be the 2 acreages in the afternoon. I've got 9 residentials and 2 acreages, but one of those acreages is huge, about 6 acres worth. So plenty of edging, plenty of mowing. I'll get as much footage as I can on this thing, and we'll go from there. Thanks for all the support too. Plenty of people joining up, subscribing up onto YouTube, Instagram. There's just been an influx since this week. I have pushed it a lot with these videos daily. Been a lot of effort of trying now the 5k. You're probably not going to notice it too much in this lighting. I haven't got any accessories on, but it's definitely, oh, that's the door bloody thing. Don't even know how these things work. How's that? If you got a D-Max, don't push this. Push this. Let's see, I didn't bugger up the door. Alright, we're good. So anyway, forgot what I was saying. I got the 5k with this lighting. Look beautiful, I know. It's just, I got pawpaw around my lips. People have been asking, what's on your lips every morning? And it's pawpaw cream. Too windy, and you get cracked lips if you don't put it on. So anyway, enough of my beauty regime. We'll talk to you later in the day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. All right, so as you can see there, don't get distracted by all the other little areas you've got to edge. If you just concentrate on that direction you're going, come back along, and everything's a process. Don't look at something and go, oh, I could just reach over. Just finish what you're doing, finish each pass, and then as you come through, get in a process where you can come across the top again. So I've really explained it. Search for that video if I don't put the little tag up, and how to edge properly. But you hit the sides, hit the top, whatever process you want to hit first, and then follow that same pattern. It's all just a pattern. That's all this is. All right, so to become really efficient at it, just don't get sidetracked on what you could be doing, and it becomes real simple. Everything I do is just in an anti-clockwise fashion around the outside edge. It doesn't matter which property, and then you just stick to it, right? So just see if I can show you here on camera. Around here, down the path, up the path, across, follow the outside edge of the home. As you're going through, out to the backyard, it'll go around the corner, and you just stick everything on that right hand shoulder as close as it is, and wherever you got a snake, and come back through, and then you come back down, come back up that line, across, down, do this little edge, up there, down, and you're finished. All right, it's all the process. Anyway, wasn't planning on videoing all that, but you got that now. Enjoy this acreage when I get there. Doing well. There was 2 we couldn't do today so far, so just limited growth. Sorry about the sunshine once again. But out of them 2, it's really only $100 down. So it'll probably, for the 4 days, about 4,700. I'll just see how we go on these next couple. Depends on this acreage at the end, whether I just do the front lawn or back as well. All right, so 46 or 4,700. It'll be around them figures for the 4 days. All right, see you, bye. Righto guys, here we are. Don't mind the washing there. I'll show you what I do with that, especially with the mulching mower. Definitely helps to not spray that. It's damp as, and the sun's only just poking its head out. So we've got a fair bit on here. I've just done down the back bottom paddock, that horse paddock, across the driveway on that side, and down to the front. I've got that other little bit to go. I just want to get up here in the sunshine while it's here and show you guys this. Just might even get a little bit of stripe action happening with this. Taking it down to 2 inches here, And then we've got way over the back side. I've been at this property many times, so if you've been following along on YouTube, you would have seen it plenty of times. I'm going to try and put it in this little nook in the tree here. Hopefully we can get the image in the shot. Should get most of it, if it'll stay. Alright, I might even put it on super wide and see how we go. 1 second. Okie dokie guys, hopefully you got some nice footage there. Saw me running over a couple little areas here, a few weeds just were folded flat, not quite standing up, so just needed a double cut a little bit. Down this end typically I have to as well. It's just the undulations and the contours of the land, the deck doesn't quite dig in where you need it when it's that wide. It's only a 52 inch but still wide enough to affect that cut quality when you do have dips in the lawn. So sometimes you've got to just double cut. Also when you're doing this, think about, should go without saying, but you got 6 acres to mow, make sure your fuel tank is chockers. Make sure it's filled to the brim, and you just sort of know, typically I get 4 to 6 hours depending on the terrain, but 6 hours max is what I can get out of a fuel tank of this mower. The standards are a little bit more powerful, they chew the fuel a little bit more. Trying to think anything else that I wanted to give you, just a little tip in regards to that, but I think that's about it. I'm going to go throw a jumper on because it's cold in the shade, and enjoy whatever other footage I can get at this last one. I don't even know if I'll have time to get some footage. What are we looking at here? 11:36, so we'll see how we're going, and I've got some people to get back to as well. But it's been cleared a lot more here as well since I've been here last. I've been doing a lot of clearing. This was all lantana all right through here, the whole way down and around, all through them trees and down that fence line. So in essence it's created more work for me, but luckily the edging isn't as crucial at the moment. And then we'll discuss it down the track about this extra grassed area now that we have to maintain. So anyway, I'll see you on the last job. Bye. Alright, so it's always the way you remember after you turn the camera off. On the passes, have a look at my wheels. I'm overlapping more as well. Also accounting for the lift, trying to get that extra double cut, triple cut, whatever it takes, just by overlapping that wheel, because as you can see there along that deck, it doesn't stick out that far past that wheel. So you've got to allow for that. If it was wider, obviously you go edge to edge with your wheel line. But then if you just go on the tyre tracks
on your last tyre tracks, an overlap as if you'd like, sort of how you learnt to mow back in the day with a little push mower. If you can think of that and then apply it to this, it really helps lift that grass up a bit better. So that's what it was. Thanks guys. Okie dokie, last lawn for the day guys. 1 PM is the time right now. Going forward, I think that you've established this last 4 days with all these postings and updates that I've been doing, daily vlogs. I'm hoping that it's starting to sink in with root/route density, however you want to say it there. It is a really major player in perfecting and achieving such a high profit margin. Now, I'm looking at this now and can say that I'm going to lose 100 on this straight away because the backyard isn't going to be as long as the front. It was cut a month ago. This front hasn't been touched in about 8 weeks, and it's only just growing. That's what happens when you've got trees just shading middle of winter. You can't really help that. So what I want to get at and say is like the 4,600 for the 4 days work is massive, but it's still the potential is so much more. I don't have the absolute perfect route density. It doesn't mean that it's not good or great. It just means that there's always room for improvement. So just little 1% or 5% or whatever increases in, like incremental increases, improvements in your business, it really does pay dividends down the, like, I've been trying to do this now like 3 years, trying to establish these route densities. I don't know why, I'll just say it how I say it, eh? And it hasn't taken that long, really, to achieve that. Mixing in, obviously when I was flat out, I just raised prices across the board, and I'm going to do that again come spring. I'm going to have to, just to account for inflation, everything else. Every other industry can and does. So everyone that's sort of on a whole number with a 0 after it just gets the GST tagged on. So say a $50 lawn, that'll be 55 straight away, 60, 66, 70, 77. List will go on. Now how I'm going to do that is just from the lowest prices and work my way through it, because then if the lower prices don't accept, and they're ones that I do want to actually get rid of because they're not quite on my route density path that I need, then so be it. But otherwise, if they want to stay on, and I can make it work, then we'll see what we can do to sort of, whether it's $2 increase, whatever it is. But if you work it out over the fortnight, like the most I think it'll be for everyone is a $5 increase over that fortnight. So most people can afford that increase. That's $250 a week. It's really not that big a deal. So that's where I'm at with it all. And then, yeah, like I just really hope that this has been helpful to you. It's been a mission this week, getting them pumped out, coming home, getting it uploaded, and the computer, once it gets full, you can't actually do any more videos. You got to put them onto an external hard drive and little things like that, because I don't pump so many out so often, I don't have to allow for it normally. But all that, I'm hoping to get this up a bit more regularly than I ever have before. Whether it's every day, I don't know yet, but I'll do my best. I might try and aim for 4 days a week and then have a break come Friday, just relax, because there is a fair bit of editing that goes into it, and I can respect and understand when YouTubers get talking about it. It does eat into the time, but I really want to help you guys out. So I'm hoping that message is coming across. I really do feel like it's just the beginning of this now. I'm really starting to get sort of my people together. Everyone starts to, you get your niche and your market just with clients, and you get the same with supporters. And some people see it your way, others don't. And whether they see it as an attack on their business, that's up to them. It's no attack. It's just what I see. It's 90% of them out there still bag. 90% of them out there don't have a route density that is sort of improving day by day, week by week. However you can do it, whatever your methods, whether you drop flyers, whether you Facebook and just target that area, whatever it might be. There's so many avenues and channels these days. So just have a think about it and try and decide what you actually want to achieve out of your business, what number will sort of make you happy, content, and then push it a little bit further from there. Because at the end of the day, there's more to life than just this stuff, but at the same time, this is providing a life for my family and my kids. So it just helps that I enjoy it so much as well. It's a bonus. Anyway, I'm going to get into this, see the owner. I just mentioned I'll do the front yard, and we'll just halve the price. So see you later. Bye. Oh yeah, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this all week. Cheers guys. Bye.